TV10 News with Jack Hicks, meteorologist Jim Arnold, Bill Rand and the sports, and Cindy Martin with Action News. Now here's TV10 News and Jack Hicks.
Welcome to DTPC News, courtesy of the DanYo&Tita podcast. I'm your host, Danyo.
And I'm your host, Tita.
And we got the top 10 news stories of the week for you.
For you.
Let's get right into it.
Let's get it. At number 10.
Russian rapper chopped into pieces by his wife.
St. Petersburg, Russia rapper Andy Cartwright, real name Alexander Yushko, was found dead in an apartment after his wife, Marina Kuka, dismembered his body as their 2-year-old son watched. According to The Mirror, Kukal told investigators she didn't want his fans to know the 30-year-old died of a drug overdose, or as she described it, an inglorious death. So her remedy, to use a knife, hammer, hacksaw, plastic bowl, and chopping board to dismember his body over a period of 4 days. She stored Cartwright's body parts in both black plastic bags and her fridge. Kuka also allegedly cleaned his internal organs in a washing machine and perfectly sawed off his limbs before sprinkling them with salt. Although Cartwright's friends said he'd struggled with alcohol, they denied he was into drugs, but his widow claimed on social media he'd become addicted to hard drugs during the pandemic. Subsequently, forensic tests are underway to determine cause of death. Kuka's lawyer, Irina Skirtu, pushed her client to cop to the dismemberment, who denied putting his organs in a washing machine. Russian newspaper Komsomolskaya Pravda reported no drugs were discovered on Cartwright's body, but Kuka insisted she found a syringe next to him. Kuka was arrested, and if toxicology reports don't corroborate her story, she will be likely charged with murder. If her story does indeed add up, she could be charged for the abuse of a dead body. Russian channel REN TV reports initial analysis shows there were no traces of drugs in his body, but the second, more thorough examination will be conducted soon. The police also didn't find drugs in the couple's apartment. Born in 1990 in the Ukrainian city of Nishin, Cartwright is well known in the versus battle circuit, which garners millions of views.
That is a crazy story.
Wow. I mean,
chopped
seriously?
up in pieces by his wife. Chop, 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 chop.
What mentality does it take you to go that far?
Well, supposedly he died of an overdose.
Okay.
And then his wife chopped him up. But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Oh my God.
The mother-in-law supposedly helped the wife chop up his body.
Wait, so we don't have one person insane. We have two insane people.
Crazy.
Chopping up people.
Chop, chop.
Did they not like him?
They identified the head with his ID card. At number 9.
George Floyd body cam footage.
More than 2 months after the death of George Floyd, tonight the clearest picture yet of what led up to the deadly confrontation from police body cam videos that have been leaked. We want to warn you, the images are disturbing. Here's Gabe Gutierrez.
I see your hands. Stay in the car. Let me see your other hand.
I'm sorry.
Seconds after rookie Minneapolis police officer Thomas Lane approaches George Floyd's vehicle, he's already drawn his gun.
Put your hand up there.
These body camera videos were viewed in person by NBC News last month, but had not been distributed publicly. The DailyMail.com says it obtained a leaked copy, apparently recorded off a computer screen.
Please don't shoot me. Please, man.
I'm not going to shoot you. Step out and face away.
Floyd sobs as he tells the officer he'd been shot before.
Please don't shoot me, Mr. Officer, please.
For the first time, the videos show how a call about an alleged fake $20 bill on Memorial Day escalated into a deadly encounter that would ignite global outrage. The officers handcuffed Floyd and then struggled to get him into a squad car.
Please, I'm just claustrophobic. That's it.
Well, you're still going in the car.
Anything sharp on you? I won't do nothing to hurt y'all, Mr. Officer. No, sir. I am claustrophobic for real, Mr. Officer.
You got him?
Could you please back it for me, please?
Yes, I'm
Remember my name.
backing.
Stay with me, man.
I will.
I'm not that kind of guy, man. Y'all, I'm gonna die here.
Floyd pleads with the officers,
I'm not a bad guy, man. In the car.
saying that he has anxiety and that he just recovered from COVID-19.
Please, please. Fine. My wrist, man. I'll get you, man, please. I can't take this, man. Okay? I'm gonna lay on the ground. I'm gonna lay on the ground.
Prosecutors have charged the officer, who then knelt on Floyd's neck, with second-degree murder and manslaughter. The 3 other officers are accused of aiding and abetting him. The Minneapolis Police Department today had no comment on the body camera videos. Neither did the attorneys for 3 of the 4 ex-officers. The lawyer for former officer Thomas Lane says that he'd like the court to release the full videos.
Wow, are they showing anything that we don't know about this story already?
What have we not seen?
I mean, we already know you were on his neck for 8 minutes. Nothing more shocking.
Do you need more proof?
This footage should have been out already.
Why hasn't it been out? That's the question.
What took so long?
Like, seriously, do you need more proof?
You're not showing me anything that I don't need or I already know. At number 8.
Explosion in Lebanon.
That is shocking, scary. Oh my God.
I mean, it's like a nightmare.
It is a nightmare.
I mean, they're living this.
So many people died. You can see the shock waves. It's like a big explosion. It's like
You
a
know
bomb went off.
how traumatizing it is for people to wake up every night to see this?
Yes.
All those lies.
All those lies off with that bomb going, or it was not a bomb. It was some type of explosion went off over there. It just melted everything. It's crazy.
That's insane.
That place is definitely in our prayers.
Yes, definitely. Number 7.
Did Dr. Dre and his wife have a prenup?
The divorce between Dr. Dre and his wife of 24 years, Nicole Young, is reportedly about to get ugly. According to TMZ, Young claims the hip-hop mogul, real name Andre Young, forced her to sign a prenuptial agreement in 1996. Young explains in the court docs, "I was extremely reluctant, resistant, and afraid to sign the agreement and felt backed into a corner. Given the extraordinary pressure and intimidation by Andre, I was left with no option but to hire a lawyer, of course with the help of Andre's team of professionals, and unwillingly signed the agreement very shortly before our marriage." The 50-year-old lawyer then says Dre changed his mind and destroyed several copies of the agreement, which she believes makes it invalid. Andre acknowledged to me that he felt ashamed he had pressured me into signing a premarital agreement, and he tore up multiple copies of the agreement in front of me, the docs read. Since the day he tore up the agreements, we both understood that there was no premarital agreement and that it was null and void. But sources close to Dre deny anything like that ever occurred. She allegedly had her own attorney present at the time the document was presented and had a choice to sign it or not. Young filed for divorce in June, and it was initially thought a prenup didn't exist. Then last month, Dre responded to Young's divorce papers and indicated there was, in fact, a prenup. Dre has agreed to provide spousal support and other expenses, but is clearly dragging his heels when it comes to much more.
Okay, so when Dr. Dre's wife first announced this whole divorce thing,
right?
They said there was no prenup.
That's what they said.
Now, there's a prenup.
There's a prenup. Wow.
And she's saying she was forced to sign this prenup, or Dr. Dre had ripped it up.
But wasn't he famous before all this? Before they got married?
He had millions before this. Now he has billions. You want half of that billions. It looked like whatever that prenup says, you ain't gonna get that much money.
Lawyers do talk.
And the kids are all 18.
Ooh. Everything Trump.
Okay. Now look, we're last, meaning we're first. Last. We're lower than the world.
Lower than the world?
Lower than Europe. Here's one right here, United States. You take the number of cases. Okay. Now look, we're last, meaning we're first.
Last? I don't know what we're first in.
I don't know John Lewis. He chose not to come to my inauguration. He chose, I never met John Lewis, actually. I did more for the black community than anybody, with the possible exception of Abraham Lincoln. Whether you like it or not, people say, "Oh, that's
you really you believe you did more than Lyndon Johnson, who passed the Civil Rights Act?"
I think I did, yeah.
How?
So we have a new phenomena It's called mail-in voting, where you send where a governor.
It's been here since the Civil War.
In terms of the kind of millions and millions of ballots, they've never.
It'll be bigger this year because of the pandemic.
Bigger, not bigger, massively bigger. He called me. He said, "I just got a ballot
Probably
for
an
my
application.
son Robert. He died 7 years ago. Somebody got a ballot for a dog. Somebody got a ballot for something else." Her friend or boyfriend,
Epstein,
was either killed or committed suicide in jail. She's now in jail. Yeah, I wish her well. I'd wish you well. I'd wish a lot of people well. Good luck. Let them prove somebody was guilty. I mean, do you know that
Oh,
she's
so you're
guilty?
saying you hope she doesn't die in jail? Is that what you mean by wish her well?
Her boyfriend died in jail, and people are still trying to figure out, how did it happen? Was it suicide? Was he killed?
Do you read your written brief?
I do. I
Do you?
read a lot.
Really?
You know, I read a lot. They like to say I don't read. I read a lot.
Your daily
I
intelligence
comprehend
brief?
extraordinarily well, probably better than anybody that you've interviewed in a long time. I read a lot. I spend a lot of time at meetings. Usually it's once a day or at least 2 or 3 times a week.
During the HBO Trump interview, some people were saying it was a good one. Some people were saying it was a disaster.
What an interview, really.
Oh my goodness. This was like a crazy interview. A lot of highlights. We just showed you a couple of clips. But when asked about the John Lewis, the civil rights icon, Punk said, I don't know. Given a second chance to think about it, and again, he declined.
It's Trump.
Just so many highlights in that interview.
So many.
So many golden ones too.
Like, seriously. At number 5.
Teen kills his neighbor to be TikTok famous.
911, where's your emergency? There's blood all over the place. I just got assaulted and jumped. Are you the one that got stabbed? No, that was the other victim, but I got beat up really bad and I had blood all over me. All right, so you're at 2986 Thornhill as well? Yes. All right. And you want an ambulance? I don't know. All right, the person, the people who did it to you, are they still there? They came with trucks, came on my property with guns, and then when I fought them off, they drove away. All right, how are you injured, sir? My windpipe was crushed in, and I got stomped out and choked by like 10 people. All right, and where are you bleeding from? I don't know. There's blood all over me. I don't even know if it's cut. There's blood all over our garage. Okay. Now the person came in and said they had guns and they were going to kill us, and they came in my garage and attacked all of us. There's 4 people. Okay. Hold on 1 second for the police, okay? Okay.
So a New Jersey teen is accused of killing his neighbor to be TikTok famous.
TikTok. It's the media thing. Like, hello.
I mean, this kid has been harassing his family for a while. He's been recording them, putting them on TikTok, messing with them, arguing with the wife, and now the husband is dead, stabbed multiple times. But at the same time, some of the videos that he has recorded messing with his family have already gone viral.
This is somebody's privacy.
Just to get followers.
Really, bro? You need this so bad? You have nothing to come up with.
This is that social media attention.
It's ridiculous.
Finally, the family got angry and started to fight back, and now there's a death. It's ridiculous.
That's insane. At number 4.
Georgia student suspended after viral photo taken at a high school hallway.
Meanwhile, the student named Hannah, who posted that shocking photo of a jam-packed high school hallway in Georgia, says she was called to the principal's office and suspended for 5 days. The school principal went on the PA system and warned the students they'd better watch what they say.
Anything that's going on social media that is negative without permission, that's photography, that's video, there will be consequences for those students or anyone who sends out those pictures.
We spoke to Hannah's friend, who asked us not to use his name.
I understand that to the school. She did break the rules, but I still think it's unfair for her to get punished for speaking out against the school.
So these students got suspended because they took a picture of all those kids together.
School just started and you're suspended? Really?
But look at the hallway.
It is insane. What happened to this?
Packed.
What happened to all the rules and this virus? Like, hello.
And you can see a couple of kids without wearing masks.
And I know the school says that, you know, it's a choice, but you're, you know, as a school, you would think of keeping everything, you know, or organized, keeping everybody healthy and safe.
So the principal did apologize to the family.
Okay.
Ended their suspension, but I guess he suspended them because you're not supposed to be on your phone, social media, and recording, taking pictures during school hours. But at the same time, and I seen that picture, a couple kids don't even have their mask on. The school's saying it's their choice to wear a mask or not. But where's the safety at?
The principal should be suspended.
Definitely the principal should be suspended. This is a crazy story.
At number 3.
Shooting at Burger King because the food took too long.
Right now, an Orange County man's locked up accused of murdering a fast food worker because an order took too long to complete. Investigators say 37-year-old Kelvis Rodriguez Tormes shot and killed 22-year-old Desmond Joshua Saturday outside Burger King at Colonial and Goldenrod. Deputies say Rodriguez Tormes went into the restaurant after a woman called him upset her order was taking too long when he got there. Investigators say he got into a fight with the victim, shot him, and drove away. We checked, and Rodriguez Tormes is being held without bond on charges of first-degree murder, destruction of evidence, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon.
So the story is, this lady got angry because her food was taking too long at Burger King, a fast food place. It was taking too long. She started banging on the window, getting mad. Got her man, gave him his gun. He goes in there and starts shooting up the place, killing an employee.
Over a Whopper.
Over a Whopper without cheese.
Like, I'm not laughing because it's a sad story. Somebody lost his life, but it's like what mentality makes you say, you know what, honey, I want my burger and I want it now.
This is ridiculous because the food. I think if the food takes longer, it'd be more fresher, wouldn't it be? Crazy.
At number 2.
Oprah supports the Breonna Taylor's movement.
Tonight, Oprah Winfrey is seeking justice for Breonna Taylor. Winfrey has a photo of the young EMT who had been killed by Louisville police on the cover of the September issue of O Magazine. And her magazine is setting up 26 billboards around Louisville, one for each year of Taylor's life, demanding charges against the officers involved.
Wow, finally Oprah comes out and supporting people.
She was found. Waldo is found.
How long did this take?
She was disappeared for a while because, you know, she messed up really, you know.
So Oprah commissioned a whole bunch of billboards.
Yep.
And put out Breonna Taylor's face to show support.
I'm actually with that.
I'm with it.
Oprah has messed up lately, but that was a win.
It even has a little Oprah hook on the side.
Like, I put this on there.
Welcome to the team, Oprah.
Yay!
At number 1, Hasbro pulls troll dolls from shelves after complaints of child sex abuse.
I find this disturbing, and I find it something that needs to be shared. It was my daughter's birthday a couple days ago, and she turned 2, and she was given this gift. On the box, it says Giggle and Sing Poppy. On the back, it says that if you push her tummy right here, sorry, it's glaring. If you push her tummy right here, she makes 10 phrases and sounds, and that's all it talks about, and it comes with a little comb. So, I mean, she does all that. You touch her tummy, and she makes little singing sounds, and she's super cute. Well, I was showing her to my husband, and I heard some other sounds that I had never heard before. And if you look down here, I figured a video was the best way. So I just touched her tummy, and she's gonna sing for a minute. But down here is a button right here on her privates. And if you push those, she makes these sounds. Like a gasping sound. And I know some of you may not think this is a big deal, but especially since I've had kids, this is wrong. For one, this button, it says nothing about this button on the box. Nothing. It's just there. And it makes a gasping sound when you touch her privates. And to me, it's just like sexual sounds, and it's so disturbing.
This is a crazy story right here.
Insane.
How this even slipped through the, I don't know. So, I don't get it. So they have a doll that you squeeze and it makes noise. That's fine.
Okay.
But who would have thought if you lift over the doll and lift his dress, there's a button that moans, what?
What? Why would you put a button there?
And the video that exposed this, how did the man know to even look underneath the doll?
Who figured this out? The kid or the parent?
And the people that made it didn't know.
Mind
blown. Mary, thank you for watching DTPC News, courtesy of the DanYo&Tita podcast. Don't forget, DanYo&Tita podcast every Saturday at 10 a.m.
Yes.
I'm your host, Daniel.
I'm your host, Tita.
Thank you for watching.